Once upon a time, in a small village by a quiet river, there lived a young man named Leo. He was young, healthy, and clever, the kind of person everyone thought should be happy. But inside, Leo's mind was never still. From the moment he woke up, his thoughts raced. Regrets about yesterday, worries about tomorrow, a storm that never stopped. He couldn't enjoy his food, the warmth of the sun, or even the laughter of his friends. He was there, but his mind was always somewhere else. One evening, an old merchant passed through the village. He spoke of a wise man who lived deep in the hills, a man who once helped people find peace of mind, but who had left the city to live a quiet life in nature. For the first time in years, Leo felt a spark of hope. Maybe, he thought, this man can teach me how to quiet my mind. The next morning, before the sun rose, Leo packed a small bag and began his journey. The road was harsh, steep paths, dense forests, and endless silence. His body ached, and his mind kept whispering, "Turn back, you'll never find him, you're just broken." But he remembered the nights he couldn't sleep, the days he felt trapped in his thoughts. That pain kept him moving. Finally, after days of walking, he reached a peaceful valley. The air was calm, and birds sang softly. At the end of the path stood a small cottage covered in ivy. On the porch sat an old man, eyes closed, so still that even the wind seemed to pause around him. Leo walked closer and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. It never stops. Please, can you help me find peace?" The old man opened his eyes and smiled kindly. "Come with me," he said. He led Leo to a well, filled a clay bowl with water to the very brim, and handed it to him. "Walk through the village to the old tree and come back, but don't spill a single drop." Leo nodded, confused but determined. He held the bowl with both hands and walked slowly. Every step mattered. His eyes stayed fixed on the trembling surface of the water. Children laughed, dogs barked, villagers greeted him. But Leo saw none of it. His whole world had become that bowl. His only goal was to keep it steady. When he returned, sweat dripping down his face but the bowl still full, he looked at the wise man with pride. The old man asked Leo gently, "Tell me, Leo, what did you see on your walk? The flowers? The singing birds? The breeze?" Leo shook his head. "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only focused on the bowl." The old man smiled. "And during that time, where were your restless thoughts? Were you worrying about tomorrow? Regretting yesterday?" Leo stood silent. In that moment, he understood. When his mind was fully focused on the present moment, on one simple task, the storm had disappeared. The old man said, "You don't find peace by fighting your thoughts. You find it by being so present that the storm has no space to grow." When your attention lives in the now, the mind becomes still. Leo bowed his head, gratitude filling his heart. He returned to his village, the same place, but he was no longer the same man. The thoughts still came, like clouds in the sky, but now he didn't chase them. He simply watched them drift by. The peace he had searched for so long wasn't hidden in the hills. It had always been within him, waiting in the quiet of the present moment. If this story touched your heart, like and subscribe for more stories to help you find your own inner peace.